Good Saturday evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good Saturday for some of y'all, but it's been a bad one for me. You know what I mean? I posted something earlier about prayers out for my family, for my grandmother, my mama that's been in Johnson City Medical Center with the fluid on her lungs, and you know what I mean, her kidneys are shutting down. So if y'all don't know what that is, that's pretty much that. We're just trying now at this point just to keep her comfortable, trying to keep her comfortable, and the family, the immediate family, like me, my dad, my papa, my dad's sister Rita Faye, and my cousin Kathy Joe was the ones that got to go in and see Mama today. And when I walked in, literally, I walked in, they make you wear the mask now, and Mama ain't used to seeing people in a mask. And when I walked in, Mama, I was like, look, I was like, now I can go rob any convenience store I want to. And she smiled, you know what I mean? She smiled. She was still coherent and knowed who I was, Dad. Like, she had conversation with me, and like with Dad, she was talking, and she was mad as hell, though. I'm not gonna lie. She didn't want to be there, and like, they had her arms like strapped down to the bed because she was trying to pull her IVs out, and anything that was connected to her she was trying to pull out. And like, for all y'all that don't know, like, it's my dad's mom and my dad's dad, but my dad's mom is who I'm talking about, and my mama is like a mother. Like, she is my mother pretty much. Like, she raised me, like, because my dad worked and my mom worked at Levi's when we lived in Flag Pond. And Mama and Rita Faye watched me babysitted. That's my dad's sister, for all y'all that don't know. And and she had a daughter who was 10 years older than me, which was the closest thing I had to a sister that it still to this day would literally kick my ass. So yes, I know where I stand, but she can't catch me is the only reason. But when something like this happens, it don't matter what's going on in your family. You need to come together as a family and love each other, because you don't know how long or the next day you'll get to see each other. And yeah, we're just trying to keep Mama comfortable. And Papa went home, and Rita Faye's staying all night with him, and Dad's staying with Mama tonight over at the hospital. And I ain't never seen my daddy cry till today. I haven't, and like, I don't even know how many. I mean, I ain't never seen that many tears out of my dad's side of the family in my whole life. Like, yeah, like it was, and my papa didn't shed one. Like, I think that he has not come to the realization yet, and I just hope and pray that, because a lot of times when one when one husband and wife goes, the other one is not far behind, because they get so depressed, because Mama and Papa's been together 60 years plus. And like, I mean, like, I'm okay, like, good times right here. Lived in Flag Pond. Mama always had Dad's back, and always sat at the cash register at the convenience store. Well, Mama was the muscle. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody was to come in to rob the place, well, guess what Mama was doing? She was grabbing the gun out from under the counter, and she was pointing it back, and guess what? She was probably shooting, honestly. But that was back in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, when you could actually have a pistol and not go to jail if the police seen it. But anyway, I always had a gun underneath the counter. I always had one. You know what I mean? Just for protection, because you didn't know what drunk or anybody was going to come in and try to rob. But Dad knowed everybody in Flag Pond, and before the interstate come in, Dad was the only gas station from Irwin all the way to probably Mars Hill or even Weaverville at the time. And all the NASCAR drivers had to stop, because that was the last stop to, you know what I mean, like literally going up and down them mountains. Like, if anybody's not drove up East Tennessee all the way into North Carolina and down to Asheville, one of the best views you'll ever see in your life if you like trees and pretty colored leaves. So speaking of Asheville and pretty color leaves, I've seen that mountain so many times it's not funny. When I was young, when I still lived in Flag Point, I was probably 8 to 11 years old maybe. I would get in the back of the car with Mama and Papa. Papa driving and Mama sitting in the passenger seat. And either Saturday or Sunday morning, we'd take off and we would go to the flea market over at Asheville next to where the mall used to be. I want to say it's called Smiley's, but I'm not for sure about that. And then after that one, we'd take off and go to West Asheville and do that one, but it was a lot smaller. So I would listen to headphones. Now, when I say headphones, y'all kids are thinking the earbud I got in or some Beats by Dre. You know what I mean? Fuck that. They was Sony, and they was little bitty, look like cotton balls with a little bitty piece of metal and a string. It come down to a dang thing like a tape deck as big as your phone that had play, rewind, fast forward, and stop on it. Well, actually, you just had to hit, you know what I mean, buttons to make them all pop up to make it stop. But that was the tape deck back in the day when Shorty was little. Not little, when Shorty was younger. Anyway, my mama and papa would turn the actual radio down going across the mountain, and I would actually be singing, literally. And I can tell you, John Anderson, blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna, alright, Brooks and Dunn. I'm a hard working man. I wear a steel hard hat. Alright, let's see, we had Garth Brooks, you know what I mean? Who else did we have? Mark Chestnut back in the day. I do the watermelon crawl. Yeah, like they used to sit and listen to me sing with them headphones on, and I didn't know it for years. Like literally, I didn't know it for years. And my mama and Rita Faye would be the ones to take me to the mall for school shopping because my daddy would not take me to the mall because I was like a girl, he said. He said, you're more like a bitch having to pick out everything that matches. So yes, the matching thing, it come from my mama. Like literally, like my mama always dressed clean. And I broke down into tears today because I was vacuuming my floor, mopping my kitchen, cleaning my bathroom. And I actually broke down in tears because that's what I used to do at my mama's. If I lived there, I would sweep and mop, I would vacuum, I would dust, and then I would go on about my day, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like see, Mama is the type that she's loud. Like, if anybody knows, Mama's loud. My daddy's kind of loud, but I'm louder than my daddy, so me and Mama was kind of on the same page when she was in the younger days. She used to always say that she could throw a rock and hit a chicken and kill it, you know what I mean? Like, she was that good, she'd say. But we used to always go to Asheville Flea Market, the Bantam Shelf, like right there in Mars Hill, and I don't even know if it's even there no more. But like my mama used to always take me to the Bantam Shelf. Papa and Mama, we would. Let's see. I'm just trying to get some of this stuff off my chest without crying and actually get to say thank you to my mama, like, because if it wasn't for my mama, it would have been a lot harder on my daddy. And if it weren't for my mama, I wouldn't have got a lot of traits that I got that really is unique about me. And like mama was the type that she would be your best friend until you screwed her over. You know what I mean? Like and if I mess up, I don't want to hear nothing about it because my head is so far yeah, it's been a bad one. But where was I at? Let's see, we done that. Okay, we'll go to this one. Sorry, I forgot what I was saying before, but we're going to this one. My mama has put up her house many a times for me to make bond. She's brought cash money for me or my daddy to make bond. You know what I mean? Like cars, houses she's put up. Like when the IRS took everything that my father had at one time, my mama and papa gave him a Blazer to drive. That's all we had. Literally, you know what I mean? Literally, you know what I mean? No shit. The IRS took everything we had. And then like, you know what I mean? Like, Mama and Papa has come and picked me up before the police has. One time in Carter County, I run from the Carter County police, and I was at Pizza Inn right there where, I don't know if it's even Pizza Inn, it was right there almost where the GameStop, right in front of the GameStop on the other side of the train tracks. Anyway, I called Papa from payphone, yes, there's payphones back in the day, and I was like, Papa, I was like, I'm in Carter County. I was like, I'm at the Pizza Inn. I was like, when you pull in, honk your horn 3 times, and I will come out, and I'll get in the car. I said, the police is chasing me, and I said, I need you to hurry, please. And that was probably 15 years, 20 years ago when Papa could actually drive faster than the speed limit. Like, he don't even drive the speed limit now because he don't drive but from one end of Irwin to the other end at the most to Johnson City, you know what I mean, at the most. But anyway, he come, the only thing I hear, like literally, he was like, well, what did you do? And the only thing in the background I hear, I don't give a damn what he did, Homer. You better be on your way now to go get him before the police get him. Go get the young'un before the police does. Anyway, Papa come and got me. I popped out of a dumpster and Papa come and got me. My papa has been at every court date. I don't remember, I mean, honest to God, I don't remember one court date, either me being in jail or me being on the street, that Papa wasn't the one that either A, took me, or B, come to see what happened to me. No matter if it was just to see me, you know what I mean, just to look at me and just kind of wave, I guess, you know what I mean. And Mama, like, I remember the cats, the stuffed cats that she used to have when I was a kid. She used to always have these stuffed cats that looked real, but they was stuffed. And I mean, you know, back when I was a kid, you know what I mean, I used to, you know what I mean, you know you did, like hump them, you know what I mean, hump them and stuff. And my mama would be like, Lordy, Lordy, Brandon, don't you do that. That is nasty. And that's another thing before I forget about it. When I actually moved to South Carolina with the Klein family, love y'all, the first thing, Mama was kind of sick then too, and the first thing, Milo, get off the thing. The first thing Mama said to me when I got on the phone with her, she was like, now don't you go down there and be nasty, Brandon. You're not nasty. You know to take a shower. You know to help them people clean their house up, and you know not to be rude. And I said, yes, Mama, I do. And you know what I mean? That's where I get a lot of my things. My daddy gives me a lot of my traits, and I get a lot of some from my papa. But Papa's so quiet that it's just really hard to say I got anything besides my good looks from my papa. But Homer Cat, like, yeah, like everybody that's older knows it's on there, but anybody don't, a lot of people have known me like my whole life. It's Homer Cat, you know what I mean? My papa's Homer Cat. And my mama has been trying to kill my papa. I'm 36, so yeah, for 36 years, she's been trying to kill my papa. Like one time before, when Dad owned the store down in Irwin where the Walgreens is, it was where the bank's at. My dad owned that parking lot, the store, it was a convenience store, and then behind it was my mama's house. Anyway, what was I even talking about? Oh man, I can't even remember what I was talking about. The cat's damn running across this and running across that. I'm about to bust his ass and catch an animal abuse charge. Like, I seen Mama throw scalding hot water on a stray dog one time. True story. I swear to God, because it was tearing shit up, and she didn't like it. But yeah, what was I even talking about? The Tennessee game, it's 45-17, Alabama. But guess what? We got 17 Tennessee. But anyway, Mama, let's see, where was I even at? Man, a pick, like, you know what I mean? My mama had the best fro, like, better than most black people did. Like, literally, she had such a pretty fro that I remember a pick before I remember a comb. No lie, because I used to sit and pick Mama's hair out when I was a kid. But, yeah, Mama always sat behind the counter at Dad's store and just always was just so friendly, knowed everybody. Everybody come in to say hi to Eula K. Rice, and I mean, let's see, I'm trying to think of something else that, you know what I mean, off the top of my head. I know there's millions of stories. when me and Megan was together, Benji and Connor's mama, one time, Mama come from her backyard down to my daddy's store parking lot, and me and Megan was pulled in, and we seen Mama have a towel around her hand, and we get out of the car and we're like, "What's the matter, Mama? Are you all right?" And Megan's the one that asked her that, and she was like, she unwrapped that towel and she's like, she had my brass knuckles, literally, so she had to go in there and steal my brass knuckles from wherever I hid them, but she found them. And she's like, "If I have to fight, I will." And I started cackling out, laughing. I was like, "Mama, who are you going to fight?" I was like, "You knock somebody out with them brass knuckles." I was like, "Little Corey Peterson gave him to me, R.I.P., little buddy, we love you." I was like, "Little Corey Peterson gave him to me, Mama." I was like, "Don't you dare lose them." I was like, "Them are some of the best brass knuckles you can ever have." But yeah, I ain't seen them. Oh, maybe they might be popping up sometime soon. You know what I mean? You never know. I might run across them here in the next couple of weeks, or my dad might run across them. But, you know what I mean? I remember times that when I was with Megan or when I was with Ashley that Mama and Papa would bring us supper. Like, they bring us food, they bring us groceries when we didn't have food stamps, because me and Ashley would be strung out and we'd sell our food stamps, and my mom and Papa, when Dad was gone, would literally bring us food every time. And me and Mama like us a Little Caesars pizza. We love us a Little Caesars pizza. And I asked her out today, I said, "I'll even go get us a Little Caesars pizza, Mama." And she was like, ugh, ugh. You know what I mean? And I was like, "I'll get us one." But yeah, my mom loved Little Caesars pizza. My papa hates pizza. He hates pizza, you know what I mean? So we always went to Little Caesars in Irwin to get us $5 pizza when they was really $5, like $5.25, and then go straight to KFC and get Papa some livers. And I can't stand livers. I have never been able to eat livers. Papa gave me a liver one time. I took a bite out of it, and that was the last of that. You know what I mean? No more of that. And let's see about another good one. Let's see, Ben Brotherton, Travis Wilson, Brian Oren, we call him Nugget, and myself. We take these two girls, SR and KP, to my house, my daddy's house. And when I say my daddy's house, we lived in a nice subdivision, one of the best subdivisions in Irwin. And I had I had a big old octagon room plus a bathroom, and then I walk out of my door of my room, and it's the big garage, and then you walk outside to go outside where the basketball court and the car court and stuff was. And anyway, me and Travis went first. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't got to say it. Choo-choo. So me and Travis went first because I always use the excuse my dick's the littlest, so I get to go first because I'm not going to screw this girl and it's going to be like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. I'm not doing that. So we're using my room. We're gonna let Shorty go first. Common courtesy. My house, my rules, right? Anyway, me and Travis went first. We get to Nugget's car. It was I want to say a legend at the time. Why Nugget and Ben was in my bedroom doing the nasty too. Okay. Me and Travis go to the gas station. No shit. Me and Travis go to the gas station, and we come back, and when we pull down into Old Farm and start to come down my driveway, all I see is Ben Brotherton. We called him Saggy Drawers because he sagged his pants way below his ass, like a lot lower than his should be. But he was running with no shirt, pants being pulled up, running across my neighbor's yard. And here come Nugget doing the same thing. Okay, I didn't see no. I was like, what the hell? I was like, is them two girls beating the shit out of them boys? Anyway, here come the two girls running out. Well, guess who comes out behind them with a Louisville Slugger bat, waving it around, and was really trying to hit a home run with it? My mama, Eula Kate Rice, chased both of my buddies, two of my best friends, and then two of the coolest girls, literally, honestly. Well, one of them was family. That it was from Irwin. One of them was family, and one of them still is family. But Literally, Mama chased him out with a baseball bat, like Strandma. Like, I mean, me and a couple of my buddies used to call her Strandma. I don't know, I can't even remember where it come from, but I guarantee somebody on my Facebook, after somebody gets back on here and watches this, will figure it will refresh my memory. But I went in today, and like this is true story. When I went in, I was like talking to Mama a little bit, and I was like, I seen Dr. Walter's son yesterday. I was like, he come to the house to, to hang out. I was like, he's a dumbass, ain't he? My mama was like, yeah, he's pretty crazy, ain't he? And I started laughing, cracking out, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, Eric was the same way. If he felt like he couldn't drive, he could come to my mama's house and sit on the porch and not go to jail and not get in trouble, you know what I mean? Because a lot of my friends that actually was friends could actually come to my mama's house and knock at the door and say, Mama, can I sit on the front porch so I don't get in trouble? And yeah, she would even probably make you a sandwich sometimes, or probably, you know what I mean, get you a cup of Pepsi, you know what I mean, because Papa always drank Pepsi. Mama always drank Dr. Enough, 7 Up, but Corey Peterson did it one time. Yeah, I remember her taking him all the way home one time because he couldn't get a ride. And then I got repaid the favor back by the family, you know what I mean? Like I said, family, you know what I mean? But let's see, another good one about my mom, man. I've got so many, like it's crazy, you know what I mean? Let's see. Trying to think of a good one here. Let me see. Okay, here's a good one. I used to go to Johnson City Mall, and if you're still on here, you can vouch for it. Anybody that's on here can vouch for it. I used to go to Johnson City Mall, and I was the best thief. Like, I was real fucking good at thieving from Johnson City Mall. I'm so glad I don't do that shit no more because it's bad karma. I could come out with a whole wardrobe, black lights in my, you know what I mean, literally in my pants leg, posters. I could come out with all kinds of shit. Okay, come home one time, this is true shit. I ate a bunch of Xanaxes, went to the mall stealing shit. Come back to Mama's house, woke up the next morning, don't remember doing this whatsoever. I woke up to, where'd you get all these clothes, Brandon? Where did you get all these? I wake up still Xanaxed out, still Xanaxed out, and I'm like, got like 5 pair of pants, like good pants, Tommy Hilfiger, Polo Sport back in the day, you know what I mean? Some balls. Then over here you got like about 15 shirts, like Aeropostale back then, I hit Abercrombie once, but not that time. Let's see, you'd have like Buckle, there was a Buckle in there. Any sports stuff I could get. Spencer's, anything in Spencer's I could get. Shirts, hats, like I said, black lights, posters. Profits, you know what I mean? Like FUBU jerseys, I had 1 or 2 of them. And then just for polos, you know what I mean? Like, I always liked to have polos back in the day. But anyway, all kinds of clothes laying there, like around my bed, in the floor and everything. Look here, my mama tripped out. I was like, Mama, Mama, they was giving clothes away at the mall yesterday, and what would you expect me to do? I was like, look at these. I was like, giving this stuff away. She was like, I'm not lying. You're not gonna lie to me. I wasn't born yesterday, and when I was born real good and right. I was like, Mama, I was like, they did. They gave it away. I was like, I'll call my buddy Joey Metcalf right now, and I'll let him tell you, because Joey was the one that drove the blue Civic, over there and took me. Anyway, she did. She tripped out. She's like, you stole all these clothes. Da, 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 da. Well, after that, anything that come in that house was stolen. You know what I mean? Like, literally. Like, I got a bad reputation after that. Literally. But they was handing out clothes at the mall that day, and my mom still didn't believe me. They wasn't handing out clothes. You know what I mean? But anyway, but yeah, it's been a minute, KP, you know what I mean? Like, literally, it has. Hey, go watch my Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier fight where I commentate the fight. It's at 67,000 views right now. You hear me? 67,000 views. I want to brag to that. I told Mama that today. I was like, Mama, I was like, did you ever think that I could get 67,000 people to watch a minute of my dumb ass saying some stuff? And she's like, Brandon, she's like, you've always been the class clown, the one that make everybody laugh. She's like, how many times have you been told to shut up in jail by the police because you was laughing too loud? I was like, yeah. I was like, I almost got put in a hole, Mama, didn't I? And she was like, yeah, you've had it rough by the police and jail, you know what I mean, in Irwin, you know what I mean? But when I moved to Nashville, I changed my life, and I was glad to stand there today and tell my mama that, you know what I mean? I was so happy that she got, whenever she does go, I mean, it's any time, like literally minute, hours, I mean, literally any time, you know what I mean, that I hopefully will never see the inside of a cell again. And I hope that is true. I really do, because I don't want that. I don't want that no more. I'm not out here stealing, robbing, gangbanging. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm out here trying to live my life. I come back to this fucking East Tennessee because of my family, and that's what I did. You know what I mean? I had to, pretty much, anyway, because that's my family. But it ain't over yet, y'all. You know what I mean? When one life goes, another life is born. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I love my mama to death. Mama, I know you're never going to see this, but you took care of me all my life, even till I was 32 years old. You taught me never to take shit from nobody. You taught me how to always be loyal to somebody that was loyal to me. Taught me how to keep a house clean as a man. That's rare. That's rare. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that, because that's something I hang my hat on. You taught me you can buy stuff at Goodwill and yard sales cheaper, and it can still be name brand. And you was just always there for me. I love you, my mom. I love you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a mama, papa, go give them a hug tonight for me. You hear me? Or whenever you see this, go give your grandparents a hug for me. You know what I mean? Because you don't know when they'll be there next. KP, you know what I'm talking about. I love y'all. Everybody that watches, prayers for my family right now, you know what I mean? And I guess whenever something happens, we find out what's going on, then I'll keep posted on here on Facebook. And people is more than welcome to come, is all I can say, as far as I know. So, we love y'all. We thank y'all. Keep watching Brandon Shorty Rice. Maybe Mama will take me to the top one day. Might be a break, you know what I mean? That little angel on my shoulder, you never know. That might be what I need. I love you, Mama. You've been one of the best women I have ever known.